guys, welcome back to the channel and more Blood and Plunder here. We're moving right through the Dutch commanders, and today we got another interesting one for naval engagements. That's Abraham Admiral Crimson, which hell of a nickname to have. Crijnsen, or Crijnsen, for the pronunciation there. But anyway, really cool name that he has there. Another 30 pointer. We can go Dutch Navy or actually Dutch privateers with this one, so we have a little bit of flexibility. We got the brace of pistols and the melee weapon. 12-inch command range, a little bit less than from the previous video when we were looking at Jakob there with that 16, but we still get that third command point, and 12 is perfectly fine. Covers a lot of real estate for us. We do get very inspiring, so interesting to see that for someone who's geared towards naval combat. Do get expert broadside again, which is fantastic, and as always, broadside is going to be one of our just best bread and butter abilities when we're fighting with ships, and certainly getting expert broadside is even better. But the long and short of it is, when we're fighting enemy ships, we want to certainly cause them damage. One of the best ways to really cripple them and maybe even just mitigate their ability to fight back is when we can cause crits, giving them other things to worry about, like fires and having that spread. Same thing with flooding, but even just more other things that we can do to cripple their ability, and maybe just put them out of commission in different ways, like ruining their steering, their rigging, sails, knocking a mast down, etc. There's so many fun things that we can do with that when we cause crits. So getting broadside and increasing our chances for crits, always a good look. Commodore again, so if we're playing with multiple ships and just getting that extra command range boost and all that, really good stuff there. And then finally, Sailing Master. We don't see that one too often, but again, just helping us out with maneuvers overall. Now, the interesting thing here, and one of the fun parts about Blood and Plunder, just the sheer number of factions, and then the commanders and all these wonderful variables, but we see that so often where we can play around with the lists and have little variations even within a given character or faction. But here we have French allies. This commander's faction may add French Royal Navy as an allied faction. So, interesting fact there, and what we could do with that. So overall, another good character. Again, 30 points is definitely a serious investment, so we're probably playing larger games here. But let us know, guys, what you think. Does he measure up for his points cost, and how does he compare with Jakob up there? Obviously, slightly different factions that we have available, but very similar, right? Point cost and pretty close on abilities, although, again, here we get very inspiring on top of the expert broadside, and Commodore, and Sailing Master to boot. So which one do you feel so far is best for the Dutch on the water? Hit us up in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll have more Blood and Plunder for you soon.